Annie has a couple of questions here. So, having an intellect awareness of what goals you have isn't the same as having insightful buy in. For example, not only knowing what you want to do, but why you want to do it and what benefits it will bring you. I think that's a really interesting kind of a thought. And if you don't stop yourself and think about those things, Annie, that you've mentioned, your progress, I think, can be stifled sometimes as a result of that. And so, really putting yourself out there. And I think this is a really good area where Strategize My Life and goal setting kind of overlap, because what you're saying, Annie, is, one of the strategies that you could put in your goal is to ask yourself, why am I doing this? You prepare yourself ahead of time. And that really can, again, propel you further. So I think that's a great insight. Penny, do you have thoughts on that?
No, I totally agree. And like you say, I think some of it is part of the journey, isn't it, of recovery? That depends how ready you are to accept and receive information about what things might be helpful. And I think, it is a bit of even though this is not as good a refined model as we perhaps used to think, but there is something about that process of grief and that process of sometimes you're not at that place of being ready to accept your situation. And the changes that have happened in your life, and you just need time to actually sit with that. But I also think for some people it might be a bit of a feature of the injuries they've sustained, that it's hard to have that metacognition and keep track of it all. And this is where using apps and tracking things is really helpful, because you can look back and go, no, I was successful, and look at all these things I have done, and look back on this rating I put against this strategy that has been really effective for me. So let me do that again. So yeah. And I think, it's about getting people to monitor, Annie, and getting to provide that self-feedback and just keep on that process. But I think motivation is, like I say, a really interesting thing when it comes to goal setting. Some of us are inherently just a lot more motivated, intrinsically, more motivated. And other people, we have to find it from external sources, or perhaps we just have to go with it until the belief catches up with us. But which is, again, where it comes to having that accountability partner, that buddy, can be really helpful. Just someone to stand by your side and help encourage you when perhaps it feels helpless or pointless, or hopeless, or pointless. But yeah, I think it is a tricky thing to manage, really, keeping going. And I think breaking it down, seeing the successes, is a really effective way of just helping develop that insight and saying, actually, this is helping me get where I'm going.
Yeah.
You can only, what's that expression about? You can only connect the dots when you look backwards. You can't do it looking forwards. So sometimes you kind of have to go with it, and then you go, oh, that's why I was doing all of that. So